Hey everyone, it's Jason from EskimoTV.net. You won't want to book an Airbnb after seeing Barbarian, which I will be reviewing in this video. I'm not home right now, I'm actually at work, but thought I would take a few minutes to let you know what I thought about this film. If you prefer to read my review, you can check that out at EskimoTV.net. Zach Cregger, one of the founding members of the comedy sketch The Whitest Kids You Know, makes an impressive directorial debut by creating a stellar, well-crafted, attention-grabbing horror film that, despite some illogical, frustrating character choices, still amounts to a pleasant, uniquely edited terror that will sustain audience attention from beginning to end, and may even get an occasional laugh. Tess Marshall, played by Georgina Campbell, arrives at a rental home only to find it's been double booked. Due to unavailability and poor weather, she decides to stay at the home after being reassured by the other tenant, Keith, who's played by Bill Skarsgård, that Tess can have the bedroom, and a wild, unexpected story begins to unfold. Definitely unpredictable. I'll admit the biggest flaw in Barbarian is the poor choices that characters decide to make. And if you think critically enough, it might be enough to take you out of the story. Fortunately, despite the illogical decisions made by characters, there was enough positive aspects within the film that I felt outweighed this primary burden that the film carries. One of the aspects that sets Barbarian apart from other horror films is the way the narrative is structured. It's unconventional, and the trailer doesn't reveal that, which I really appreciated. It looks like this is going to be a straightforward story, and despite the premise being intriguing to me as someone who uses Airbnb to rent out rooms, I was skeptical that this premise could be stretched out for the length of a feature film without it becoming sluggish. The pacing, fortunately, does not disappoint, because as soon as we come to what feels like a thrilling conclusion around the 45-minute arc, the writers do something not often done. It's a huge risk and unorthodox choice involving the editing that pays off heavily with keeping this eerie story fresh. The surprise is not advertised in the trailer, and as much as I want to discuss in detail how clever it is and why, I would rather not spoil it for my audience. What I can say is the choice made showcased the use of wonderful editing, and this decision was clever, unexpected, and kept the pacing fresh. The story is also fairly simple, and it slowly expands. What is revealed in the trailer is enough to hook you to want to learn what all could possibly go wrong at a rental home, at an Airbnb. And what I love is that the story is certainly not predictable. There's no way to fathom the events that eventually end up unfolding. Horror enthusiasts will need to be a little patient, as nothing but teases stalls for the first 40 minutes. But once that first inciting action unleashes, this movie does not stop. I'll also say that the movie did not rely too heavily on jump scares. There's a few of them, but it's more so tension building throughout the entire film, and I really appreciated that. Actors Georgina Campbell, Bill Skarsgård, and Justin Long all do terrific at portraying their roles. Although each character makes questionable choices that may frustrate you, the actors themselves deliver solid performances with what they're given. These choices effectively convey fear and dread throughout the film. Additionally, it's no surprise that director Cregger, who stems from a comedic background, has some moments for these characters that will allow you to laugh after sitting tense throughout the feature film. I will say that I highly recommend this movie. It's probably the best horror film that's released this year, maybe with the exception of Black Phone, but I think I might even like this movie a hair more. So I think you should go check it out, and when you do, let me know what you think in the comments. If you've seen the trailer and you just haven't seen it yet, but you have an opinion on it, let me know what you're thinking regarding this movie. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm going to give Barbarian an A-. Thank you all so much for checking out my review. If you enjoyed it, be sure to smash that like button. And if you'd like to see more content like this in your feed, you can check out EskimoTV.net if you'd like to check out reviews from myself as well as other authors. Thank you all so much for checking this out. Once again, my name is Jason Escamilla from EskimoTV.net.